Oof, it's been 4 days, chat. 4 days since I last streamed. Feels like forever. But I was productive, you know? Very productive. It's been an age. I faded out, and every second was a life age. My Gandalf the Grey sounds like Marlon Brando. Oh, Frodo. You must take the ring to Isengard. Yeah, I do live. Yeah, I've been, working on the video, and I'm glad to say it is 99% finished. I'm just waiting for Rune to send me the intro. Other than that, it's all done. It's a big project, you know. Big game. Had a lot of talking. How was my vacation? That was no vacation, my man. That was me working. Still better than I have a Tempest in me from a Tempest in me. Is this from the new show? Hey Dartigan, have you seen the new Chainsaw Man? I did see the first episode a few days ago. I was very happy with how, I mean, I have to say Japan's getting very good at integrating 3D CG into their anime these days. So you have to like, for a few times it passed without me even noticing it was CG until I looked closer. Like good stuff. Just like give me the meat and give it to me raw. That sounds like something you gotta have a porn. Who wants raw meat? Game about cults, is this a celebration of Alex Jones' $1 billion loss? Well, no, I just want to play this because I played a demo of it a few months ago and thought it was cool. But yeah, you know what? I like your explanation better. Yes, this is because, Alex Jones had to apparently pay $1 billion in court costs. I fear Solstice had broken you? No, nothing can break this brain. Remember, just always recall, I played through some of the worst shit possible. I'm not making this up, that show is golden for parodies. I mean, I'm glad I don't care about it because it sounds terrible. Yeah, I'm not into hate watching something I have no interest in. But yeah, sorry again for like 4 days and no streams. I know some of you really look forward to these, and I like to deliver them as often as I can, but I really didn't want to be late on the video this time. Or at least very late. Because I would only have like 2 weeks to like make the next video before the big releases start up, so I wanted to make sure I had time to do another video. That being said, there will probably be a lot fewer streams come the holidays because I will want to put out the video content more reliably. This is like the first big gamer holiday like season we've had in like 2 years, it feels like. With like actual a bunch of quality releases coming out in like a short period of time. It does. I don't know if maybe you guys don't feel the same, but for like 2 years now, it's been like a desert of releases, like maybe 1 or 2 a year that were really good. And now it feels like it's getting back to normal. So I gotta make sure I'm on time. I've seen people complain about the 3D, but I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, there's definitely been bad 3D, I think, in anime. That's given people, like, turn people off to the idea, but I think they're getting better at integrating it. I mean, you gotta keep in mind, it's a lot easier to animate a 3D model, because you only have to make it once and then you animate it, instead of, like, redrawing it every single frame. So it does help them take some of the strain out of, like, animating a few thousand frames for a few seconds of animation. Okay, I'll be sad if I can't watch your God. Oh, I'll be streaming it. Hopefully you'll be able to catch it. In terms of like less streams, I mean, there probably won't be as many streams of me playing whatever I want. It'll probably be like me streaming the game I'm working on, then me immediately like working my ass off on that, and then waiting until I'm nearly finished before I stream again. Also, Dr. Baby, thank you for the gift sub too. Cut stupid. That won't be, I think, like I said, that won't be until like the Call of Duty's like pretty fast. God of War is gonna take a mountain Herculean effort though, so we'll see. Can't watch your God of War streams because I don't want to be spoiled. Don't worry, the streams, the VODs will always be there afterward for you to check back in after you've watched it. Are you playing it when it comes out? Because you'll probably actually end up getting ahead of me because I only play it for like 5 to 6 hours a night, whereas people with no lives like everyone on my chat can like play it 8 or 9 hours a day if they wanted, or longer. So I give people who want to watch the streams, I think, plenty of time to get ahead of me and stay ahead of me, so they don't get spoiled. New God of War is coming out. No, it's coming out very soonish. Isn't it? It's like next month, early next month. Scorn comes out tomorrow, does it now? Do they for some reason on my game calendar I have that coming out on the 21st. So apparently I was a week off on my, or maybe they changed it. I don't know. But if so, I'll probably play that tomorrow. November 9th. Yeah, so we're not like next week is actually got Plague Tale, Borderlands, the Tales of the Borderlands 2, and also Gotham Knights. And then the 28th is Bayonetta 3 and COD. I don't know if anyone's paying attention to it yet, but on November 3rd, there's a game called The Chant that's coming out that I'm interested in. Maybe you it looks like it might be a good AA horror game. Kind of campy looking. Because I'm going to definitely give that a play. So what is this game, Dartigan? This is I think this game is like that... It's part of that trend of like that resurgence of like boomer shooters are known as. They're really just retro shooters. I'm not really too familiar with a bunch of retro shooters. I didn't really get into like first-person shooters until Half-Life 2. So I was not part of the boomer shooter age, I guess. But some of them can be pretty good. And I played a demo of this one a few months back when it came out, when there was a demo in a Steam Game Fest. And I actually really enjoyed it. And today it finally released, though I think it's only Chapter 1. So it's not like a full-length game or anything, but it's only like $10. But I think it's a homage to Blood or something like that. Some old game that was about fighting a cult, but it's pretty solid. You love Quake 1? I wouldn't really call Quake 1 a boomer shooter though, since that was like the first 3D shooter, but well, I guess it technically counts. It wasn't really until like Half-Life 1 and then Half-Life 1 that I think the boomer shooter era ended. So I guess yeah, and Quake did precede it, so, or came out before it, I mean. So yeah, I guess Quake 1 would be a boomer shooter. Is this the new Blood? I don't really know what... I know about Blood, but I never played it. Maybe it is. I think it might be inspired by it. Looked at this game a few days ago. It definitely looks like Blood meets Resident Evil 4. Well, that's not a bad combo then. Like I said, I've never played... I've seen some like videos on older shooters like this that Civi does, which are pretty good. That seem, hey, pretty good. And I know there's like a trend of like, making games similar to that these days. That's really become popular. And some of them have been pretty good. Though I think a few of them rely a little bit too much on nostalgia. So if you don't have that going for you, you might not be into them. Wish they did a Doom style remake of Doom 1. So I felt that Doom 2016 was a pretty good, like, paying respect to the old Doom while bringing it to 3D. But if you want something like Doom 1 that's better, there was that Doom 64, which I always heard was kind of like that. CV11 stopped being a new Blood game. Yeah, Civi, or I always refer to him. Civi11 does a lot of boomer shooter videos. They're always great. He did make fun of GameSyn channels once in his Redneck Rampage review. I even commented on it, like, why? The pain. Squall also once I get another... But yeah, so hopefully as long as Rune sends me the intro tonight or tomorrow morning, I'll be able to upload the Guardians of the Galaxy video for everyone. And we can put that behind us. Because I doubt there'll be another Guardians of the Galaxy game ever again. They've had 2 failures. Maybe I should send the Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy game at some point. Hey, Zargorg Show? How you doing? Welcome to your first time on the stream. Gorgy. Can we call you Gorg? You know what? I like to look at this splash screen for some reason. It speaks to me. It's well done. Looks like an album cover. Also, don't open trash inside. Thank you for that tier 2, man. Wow, actually, you're doing the tier 2 stuff. I thank you twice then. A tier 2? You're a rare breed. Show off those emotes that only you can use. Mean that I'd like a Doom-style remake of Quake 1 and not Quake, so you mean like a 2D version of Quake? At least you got the name right. Most people don't know it. And not gonna lie, it's hard because you know what? People don't really realize that when you're an English-speaking brain, the capital letters and spaces really determine how we say a word. So I had to like sound that out in my mind first, syllable by syllable, and like piece it together what it should probably sound like. Because I wanted to say originally like the sugar. Nice looking album cover. I mean, I would buy this album if it, look just from looks alone. If you're interested in boomer shooters, they just remastered one of my favorites from the 90s, Chasm. I'm not that interested in older shooters, no. Weirdly, I'm not into older shooters, but I do like some of the more newer shooters that are designed to look like older shooters. Like I said, a lot of those older games are just a little too much of like, go find the red key card and bring it to the red door, for my liking. So the reasons I didn't really get into FPS until Half-Life. Half-Life 2, that is. Because that actually changed it up. It's like, oh wow, you mean you don't have to find key cards? Amazing. Hipster confirmed. I only like new stuff that pretends to be old. It is Eurojank for sure. I mean, I don't know if Eurojank wasn't the thing back then, you know, when it was, at least I don't think it was, but it just said the design of older shooters was very like, here's a locked door, go find a key. Like really gets on the, I don't know. Press start. Do I not? Oh, there we go. Enter apparently is start. This is all right. Okay, what do we got? Borderless. Yeah. VSync. I don't really need that. Field of view 90 is fine. Quality options. Bloom lighting. Dude, what is a doodad? Chat, does anyone know what a doodad is? I've never seen this option in my graphic settings before. I have no reference for what it does. The screen is now very small. Well, fuck. Full screen that in. Oh, for fuck's sake. I got resized in OBS. A doodad is a thing of love. You, sir, need to be writing children's books. But I'm gonna, like, crank up the doodad option just to see what it does. I'm assuming this means particles, right? 1,000 do we dare 1,000 doodad? My doodad rating is high. Yo, don't step to me, chat. I got 1,000 doodad. Little do I know that's really just turning on the amount of cryptocurrency mining I'm going to be doing. Did you hear he's like mining nothing but doodads all day long? All the doodad day, you might say. I guess we're good. Accessibility. Audio visualization. Screen shake. Disable pickup flash. Forward roll. Yeah. I'm good and healthy. I'm made for playing video games. Hard. Hard difficulty is recommended for those who are familiar with shoot. We'll just keep it as standard. I know these kind of games can be like, you know what, we're gonna fuck you. Dry. Basic. Maybe we'll raise the difficulty as we go. Chat, everyone like state their doodad meter. Their doodad level. Everyone knows what their doodad level is, but you're all too shy to share it. This is one of those games made by one guy, right? One doodad made this game. Also, how's the game volume? Can you hear the music? I can turn it up a little bit if you need some audio adjustment. Are you having trouble spelling the word low? Are we Jeffrey Dahmer or something? You know, it's fascinated me how the world has become obsessed with that man recently because of a TV show. You know, I really want to learn more about this guy who eats gay people. Seems like quite an interesting fellow. But maybe we're a victim of the Dahmer. Apple bottom jeans, the boots with the fur riding. I mean, what? Press X. Alright, stop giving me these damn console prompts. Apparently they thought we were dead. Threw us right in the pile of voxels. You just popped in my head. How'd that feel? How do I grab? There we go. Story who needs story. We were like abducted by a serial killing cult and like apparently they thought they killed us and they threw us in a body pile. Story. Do you need more story than that? I set myself on fire because your comment was so stupid. That's what I think of your comment about the new story. Alright, you gotta stop giving me console prompts. You're confusing me. Yeah. Maybe if I unplug the controller, they'll stop thinking I'm using a controller. Nope, still think I'm using a controller. So what's R1 on my PC? Tab. Why am I so sassy? I'm always sassy when I come back from like a few days of like, you know, saving up my sass battery. Look, people like sass sometimes, alright? It's like masochism. He's like, yeah, sass me harder. C to... You know, God. I'm very upset at these console prompts, more than I should be. Holding C while you land a long fall allows you to roll out of the fall, negating some fall damage. Alright, chat. Which state do you think we're in? I see a lot of pine. Pine usually means northeast. Or just north in general. Sass. I don't know, it's just because after like 5 days of streaming, my social energy batteries have been drained. You know, I take a break, if you notice, the first couple streams back, like, yeah, what? Fuck, I'm gonna sass some bitches today. Kentucky. There's a lot of pine in Kentucky. There's no way I'm getting this open. Have you finished Solstice or Good for Good? Well, I'm almost done with it, I think, right? I probably have like 2 more streams worth of, content out of it. Stephen King, baby. Is that really all Maine is now known for? Hey, we have a famous author. Come to Maine. He probably won't let you, come into his house. Good splort. I can just pick up a man's head and throw that man's head. See this? I'm doing it to you next. Oh, you kicked your buddy's head. Enjoying the Darta raid. I'm not raging. Oh, you mean from Solstice? Well, don't worry. When I play that again, you'll probably get some more rage. Do I have limited saves since the typewriter actually moves? No. Oh, these aren't saves. Give Rish note. That's what, Chad, that first statement is what it's like when I'm trying to read some of your names for the first time. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Kusa Folka Zoilowo. Idjikasiga. Hey, I'm glad to have you. This religious weirdo has been hovering around in the lobby for nearly 10 minutes. He came with the other guy who is meeting with the boss. If I keep typing, maybe he'll think I'm busy and leave me alone. Teasy. This game reminds you of Daggerfall in the way that it's nothing like Daggerfall. But I can throw... Oh, I like that I can pick up everything. Summoning demons, trying to read names. Oh, well, I don't think that's an actual mechanic. I think that was just me making a bit. Why can I not pick up the I guess it's health? Okay, never mind. Even cultists have to pee. If I use my real name, you would be bored with how vanilla and easy to pronounce is. Have you ever come across anyone in their life who is bored saying someone's name? It's like, oh, it's John again. God. Why couldn't his mom and dad name him, like, fuck rat? God, I just can't stand that guy and it's boring. That never happens. No one's like, oh, your name's so boring, I don't like you. The fact I even had to say it. Okay, how does one get in there? Need the key. The door is stuck. I mean, my name is Charles. No one names their kid Charles anymore. Unless it's like British royalty or something. Fuck rat. Yeah, name your firstborn fuck rat. I will definitely, you'll give them props in a video. I like the chunky looking pixel textures. They're nice. Oh, hello. Okay, I got multiple hatchets now. Yeah, and my middle name is Dana. How boring is that? Couldn't I at least think your middle name should be, your parents should have some fun with it. Like, why would you give your kid like a boring normal middle name? Like, no, make their middle name something special. Oh shit. Oh, that hurt, you dick. Charles Dana buttfucker. You know, they had to say that out loud in school whenever I, made roll call. Buttfucker? Yes. I am here. Wasn't Gaylord a really popular name? I believe so, but then culture changed in some ways, and then, it became less popular. How did I do that kick? Oh, yeah, we have a nice, big, manly foot to kick things with. Look at that. I bet those are steel-toed work boots. Dana Davidson or triple, Dana Davidson? I mean, that sounds like a very girly name at that point. Like, Dana can be both. I mean, it's usually girls, but hey, depends on how the last name works into the, the context, I believe. Look at that. Secret. Truman may concern, I can no longer be part of this business venture. I put far too much time and money into the acquisition of this property, and the updates it needed to be serviceable. As a place of business, all of the blood and sweat, for what? For leadership to just sell out and run off with the money? Should have known that all this talk about shrugging off? God, I hate this text, this font they chose. Off the buyout was just that, talk. You can consider this my resignation. I'm not going down with this ship. There was a girl who had the name Tatula Does the Hula from Hawaii. She went to court. You have to go to court. I'm guessing she went to court when she's still young to have it changed, because usually you don't have to, doesn't take that much of an effort to change your name. But I'm glad she did, because did she disown her parents too? Because they were clearly trolling that poor girl. Yo, Windows. Well, I came up here for that note. I think so. First name is Big. I've already talked about the story of Torok, the kid that got named Torok out of the competition, so I probably shouldn't go over that again, but it did happen. And the parents did it for money, which I don't think they got. Oh, hello. Whoa, you guys are busy, I see. I'll check otherwise. Can I? Oh, fuck. Thank you for entering the kill box. Did you bring any health with you? I haven't heard it. What, the Torok thing? Yeah, there's I forget which Torok game it was on PS2, but Acclaim was so shitty at their marketing, they had a competition that anyone who named their child, their newly born child Torok would get $1 million or something, but I don't think they actually got it. Can I jump up there? So there's Acclaim, while they were going bankrupt, had a lot of interesting marketing ideas. I don't think I can get up there from here. There's a kid named Dovahkiin. I'm sure he has a wonderful life with no bullying. Well, he's just gonna yell. No. Unfortunately, no, he's probably bullied like all hell. But hey, at least there's a lot of copies of Skyrim out there for him. And he's in all of them. Chat, do a check right now. See how many copies of Skyrim you own. I bet money it's more than one. And you don't even realize you own more than one. It's like, what the fuck? How'd that get into my toaster? You just like pull your shoe on the wrong way. Put like the wrong foot in your shoe and you'll find a copy of Skyrim in there. Oh, I guess that was a freebie. It came with my Reeboks. You have the original release. Yeah, I was surprised to learn I had 2 copies of it because I only ever remember buying it once, and I've only ever played through it once, and I didn't even finish, but I still somehow own 2 copies of it. And I'm like, when did the fuck did that happen? I didn't do that. My evil twin at it again. Joke's on you, I only own 1. Like I said, I thought so too, but then I went looking and discovered I own another one. It'd be nice if there's a crosshair in this game. Oh shit, step your toe in the door. Oh fuck. Ooh, that's sick. Fuck. Todd Howard snuck in my Christmas stock. Yeah, I think we get tricked into like buying it. You know when you like you're like installing software on your computer, and you gotta be careful because it'll always come like pre-checked with like, would you like to also install like Boopy Mapper 5, and it's just some bloatware. It's like, no, I just wanted the video, and like, no, would you like to download the installer that will like download the actual? It's like, no. So you gotta be careful because you do that, and you get an extra copy of Skyrim somehow. I am Christopher Holloway. I am a private investigator looking for the disappearance of Caitlin Sullivan at the request of her parents. This is my personal journal. If you find this, something has likely happened to me. Deliver these notes to the authorities. Caitlin's folks think she just ran off. Mr. Sullivan had been suspicious of the closed-door gatherings taking place at the community center. In his words, it had to be Satanists. He swears that he hears chanting coming from the meeting room if he's ever in the building late at night. It's a long shot, but the timing does fit. I'm going to see if you can get an invite to one of those meetings. Those dastardly Satanists. I feel like we haven't had a good satanic panic since, like, all of us were even alive. Like, the last one happened, like, the 80s, right? It's like, I think we just need the good old fear of the devil again. Just for, like, some fun. Skyrim released in console packs like Wii Sports. I feel like you almost should have gotten a copy of it for free with every console you bought during that era. Oh shit. Don't break all those. I just saw that. Oh fuck. Field kit can be used to restore health at any time, so long as it's not depleted. Press that to restore health. What is that on my... What is it D-pad for me, though? Tried to run Fall Guys on my laptop today. It can run about 2 frames per second. This is going to be one old laptop. Not that that's bad, as long as you view your all-important Facebook app and, all the social medias, you're good. That's all you need a computer for these days. There already is a new satanic panic. It's a whole teacher groomer stuff. That's not... I need actual good old fashioned demonic hellfire evil, not like moral panics. That's no different than like, oh, the gays will cause marriage to like, you'll be, I don't know, bad or something. So don't let them. I mean, like, you know what? They're like D&D's turning our children into the devil worshippers. That's actually good old wholesome fun. Something to just bring some spice to your life. Make it feel like you're in a movie. Like, yep, this is life now. Something that we can all enjoy again. Hey, there's something good in this garbage. 80s Satanism. Yeah, there's like a moral panic in like the early 80s for like Satanism. Everyone's like, oh, the kids are like being taught to worship the devil and like sex. It's like, we can't have that. Door won't budge. I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh. First aid. I guess I got full health. Don't need it. Good. Good. That's a good thing. Pop this laptop. Can't even play League. What can your laptop play then? Beside Candy Crush. Workbench can be used to upgrade your weapons. If you have weapon parts, they can be applied here. More powerful ammunition allows the handgun to deal higher damage. Yes. Don't have any more weapon parts. But we do more boom boom now. How about Satanists, but they're actually just fans of Hercule Satan from DBZ? You know what? That might be good enough. It might be. It might get us there. As long as the old people don't start watching more anime and find out the truth. But then again, if it's in the West, they'll only know him as Hercule. They didn't actually use the name Satan for that series, did they? For obvious reasons. Like, no, we can't just have a character named Satan. I swear there's like something I'm missing. There's like some areas like right there. Is there like a run button? Maybe I'm supposed to like bring something in there to like hop on it. Actually in wait, maybe I can still bring the barrel. In DB Super, they started calling him Satan, and we've grown so much as a society. If we can now call him by his proper name. To be fair though, I kind of like think of him as Hercule now though. That's what I've always knew him as when I watched the show. How did they explain that in like the new, like, oh wait, isn't he called Hercule to like all the old watchers? Like, no, he's Satan now. It's like, Satan, that's a big change. Maybe this will work. Do not try this at home, kids. Putting the barrel on the stairs and jump into the air vent trick. Saw a video on it one time, guy broke his neck in 5 places. Anyone still watching that knew what his name was already? I suppose you got a point there. One of the funniest scenes was Bulma walking in, hanging up the phone and going, guys, Satan just called. Was that in the old series? Because that would have been fun. That would have been funny. That would have been worth. I kind of want a friend named Satan just so I can do that now. Are there any cultures out there that actually name their kids after the devil? Hey, we have Jesuses, you know, in the Latin America. So why can't we have like a Diablo? In his original introduction, the announcer calls him Mr. Hercule Satan. No, he's got a last name. I see. Alright, let's upgrade the damage again. Oh, I need... Oh, never mind. Custom magazine allows to increase the weapon parts, increase the stability of the handgun length for improved accuracy. Custom trigger mechanism allows for burst alt fire. I don't have accuracy. We now have the Red 9 from Resident Evil. There's a vegan meat substitute called Satan. Do you think veganism is how the Dragon Ball Z fighters? Well, no, they clearly ate a lot of meat. You can even see them doing it. But, you know, it's funny to think of, you know, Vegeta as a vegan. Like, just his vegan episode where, like, you know what, Bulma? No more meat for me, woman. So in DB, when the crowd starts shouting Satan and they go, Hail Satan. You know what? I bet they had fun recording those lines. Like, when else are you going to get to say that and laugh at it? How do you kill this many people and not have the news all over it? Lucifer count is some variation. I mean, he's got many names, you know. Morningstar, Satan, Beelzebub, Lucifer, you know, Barack Obama. That's terrible. How dare I bring like a stupid political joke into my stream? But you know what? Just like that's how some people thought about it. I still remember like some people like because a fly landed on Obama during an interview. Be like, "Yep, he's the devil." Proves it. Fly landed on him. He's Beelzebub. I'm just like, you got a sound theory there, buddy. Fox News would like to know about what, so they can give me a job. That's the kind of thing they would talk about. It's like, yeah, you hear that guy? He's like, he's with us. Finally, a streamer that's on our side. And then I prove him wrong. Like, that. Gotcha, bitch. Sinzu beans do seem to do their, yeah. Didn't they always have to like come up with reasons why they couldn't just like Sinzu bean all the damn time? Like, oh yeah, we only had like 2 Sinzu beans with this Goku. I'm sorry, you can't just like restore you back to full health after that beating you just took. Let's see, what did I pick up? Oh yeah, I got a gun. Because they take a year to grow, but they still have like a whole bag of them sometimes. Like you can grow a lot of things, you don't have to grow them one by one. Most crops can only grow like a full one batch of them in a season, you know. They abuse them all the time now. Well, they probably had to come all the way around that though. Otherwise, you like, how can you actually ever lose if you have like just a little bean that just brings you back to full health? Is there not supposed to be a cursor in this game? Let me check the options real quick. That just feels weird. No cross. Oh, the crosshair sign is set at 0 for some reason. No wonder. Why is that? Why the field of view go down as well? Okay, there's still no crosshair. Doodads. Oh, if I put it to... Why don't I just have an off and on switch then? Because that's what it did. It had to put it up to 100 for it to actually appear, I think. Let me try that. Let me check that out. Crosshair to 80. Okay. Did he actually get smaller? Okay, whatever. Hey, Empty Melodica, 23-month sub. 1 month to Golden Heart container. You really looking forward to it? So it's a hollowed like order, you know. You gotta sign like a waiver. I think. Maybe I should be instituting that. Oh, now I can actually aim. It's nice. Give. Dawn thy golden heart. I mean, in like olden times, like a golden heart would signify something important, right? Jesus. Wow. So... How do I use that health kit I have on me? Is it like a number? No? Apparently I just can't use it. Is the Puff here? I believe she was here earlier. Magnum rounds. What are my favorite historical stories? I'd like to hear more from the story. My favorite historical stories. Like I said, my brain freezes up when anyone asks me what my favorite anything is. I've said this before about all things, because I just like, because then I got a lot of stuff I can need to think about. It's generally more morbid stuff, to be fair. Generally the darker parts of history was usually what interests me the most. So, generally the fall of civilizations is what you usually make me read about them the most, to see how it went down. Like, hey, how'd they like fuck up so bad that they literally disappeared? And also, hey, you know what's really fun to read about? The Black Death ravaging the world, Europe, and other such things. But so maybe that's why I don't even put together. Maybe it's not healthy to think about it. But yeah, I'd say that. Like, morbid shit weirdly gets me like, hey, I want to learn about this. I'm like that kid who, like, school always, like, wants to learn about serial killers, apparently. It's like, hey, you know about the old Zodiac killer? Yeah, I got a brand new book about him. You want to read it? Come over to my place. The McElden ring? The McElden ring. Alright, chat, fess up. How many of you have ever put an onion ring on your finger and pretended it was an actual ring? Everyone, right? No one can say they haven't done that. Who were the better warriors? Vikings or Spartans? I say Spartans because Vikings don't seem like they fought in wars as much. Here's the thing about Vikings. I mean, not the Vikings, but Spartans. A lot of that was their own fucking propaganda. They were really not much better than anyone else. They had some slightly better tactics, like the shield wall. But for one, like for instance, like if it was a naval battle, they actually got their ass kicked for like the longest time until they finally like put some money into that. Like they were better than most of the average Greeks because it was all like horribly trained people anyways for fighting. They were the only ones who really put effort into that. But by even like just standards later on, not even like that further on, like by the end of like the Greek classical period, they were already outmatched completely. By just other Greeks. And the thing is, their entire army was like that because it was made to put down slave revolts, not fight other people. Like they had so many slaves, they were afraid of their slaves revolting that they're like, yeah, we need like more soldiers, because they're gonna like kick us off our land if we don't. No, so if you actually ask me who would win a fight, I think the Vikings would stomp the fucking Spartans. I don't think it'd even be a fair match. Because Vikings actually, well, they weren't. Also, it's a misnomer to believe the Vikings were like a warrior culture. They weren't. They had a pretty normal like life as everyone else. They just had some other like, hey, let's go raid in Yardson. Oh, sounds like a good idea. You know, as the one does. Well, I mean, what else are you gonna do back in those days? Oh, I guess we'll just like go and like catch syphilis or something. I'm sounding like this is not Norwegian. It's like I'm Irish, but hey, close enough. But you know what I mean. Vikings are way worse than most. They were, what do you mean in terms of brutality? They could be. Depends on certain things. Generally, if you paid them, they'd go away. Or if you gave them some land, even better. Thought Vikings were good at running in and running out. Well, they were very good at raiding, yes. But they also fielded full-on armies. I mean, they like conquered a good chunk of England for a while. And like there's a good, I mean, yeah. You should have learned this back in my Assassin's Creed Valhalla streams, alright? It covered all this. What was the name of those gay guys that beat the Spartans? Oh yeah, those guys. Was it the Thebians? I think it was the Thebians, wasn't it? But did they beat the Spartans? I know there was like the old male unit that was like had to have like male lovers, and they were like and they go into battle with it with the idea like, hey, they'd fight to the death to protect their loved one. Sacred Band of Thebes, yes, it was Thebians. I'm getting my ass shut up. Can we have a video game like that actually, where you have like, yeah, we need a gay Thebian video game where you actually have your gay lover and it gives you a power up when he's nearby or in danger. Why not? This could make a good gameplay mechanic. Who would win, knights or samurais? I honestly don't know. Well, first off, I mean, are you think, or like just straight up like, because it's a lot more complicated than that, because there was more than just like, hey, let's have some guys sword fight each other and that determines a victor. Though there's usually like, hey, what mattered more are your archers, and also depends on which country's knights, because they weren't all the same quality. Like I believe like the British, one of their strengths was they had like English longbowmen or something like that, so they had like very good archers. So I don't know. I guess it depends on which period we're talking about. Samurais mostly use bows. Yeah, that's actually what they started. Their bow mastery was way more important. Like their sword was like In fact, they would rarely, if it's like actual open combat, they would usually use a spear over a sword. Like their katana, as it became after so long, was like the weapon they'd carry with them, like when they're not in military campaign. It's like their status symbol almost. If it's like actual battle, they'd want a spear and like a bow. Have some dynamite. Oh shit, that didn't go nearly far enough. But you maybe walk into it. That didn't go off. Oh, because I didn't fucking light it. They're like, oh, they're kicking it back. Fuck. They're playing like hot potato with my dynamite. So Ghost of Tsushima? Well, Ghost of Tsushima technically happened before katanas even existed. That actually one of the interesting parts of the game is that they already had katanas at the time. The samurai actually started making katanas and using them as a result of the Mongol invasion. So they kind of missed out on an opportunity there. They could have had like the samurai getting slaughtered because they didn't have the weapons to fight the Mongols at the beginning of it. And then like you could have had like the ghost guy come in like with a brand new weapon someone made for him. It's like I call it the katana. And missed opportunity, I guess. Ghost of Tsushima. I think, can we shorten it to that? Downfall of Sparta was actually caused by Thebans who liberated the Spartan slaves. Without a slave order, the Spartans could never recover their former. So I think it was a bit more dragged out than just one battle, like you were mentioning there. Like I believe the eventual fall of the Spartans was a very long process. Like for a while they were pretty much in total control of Greece after like the Athenian War. But then, well, shit started going south for them. So I actually watched a video on this recently, but there's a little bit more to it than just losing not to one battle. They lost a lot of battles in a row. They started to anyways, and then they had to like pull back to Greece, to like Sparta itself, and just focus on that. You descended from Vikings? Hey, I mean, there's a possibility I got some in me. I mean, I'm half English and like half like Scottish, so who's to say? Probably not half of those each. It's probably like more of a fraction. Did I keep thinking I've missed something? So I mentioned before, that's a very American thing to like talk about. Yeah, I'm like half this and this. Yeah, I'm like half that. Yeah, I've been over there, right? There's a dead meat pile, right? Maybe I haven't. You go check that out. Gives everyone garlic bread. That's how you make friends. No fall damage? Okay. Half English, half Scottish, all American. Yeah, I mean, just saying that always like makes me cringe myself because yeah, even if it's true, like I have no cultural ties. So it's meaningless. It's like, yeah, I'm half. It's like the people that get really into their Irish like blood, but then they're like, oh, I kind of like. I actually knew a friend who like once he found out how he's Irish after like a DNA test, literally tried to start making. It was so cringy. He makes me like, ugh, right now. He like start trying to sound more Irish when he talked. And it's like, can you just stop? No. Hey, how this works? 69 viewers. Go ahead, say the word. You know you want to. I won't stop you. Question, didn't the Romans have trouble expanding because of German barbarians? Well, yeah, amongst other things, but the Visigoths, I think, is one of the, there's a bunch of, the Huns were also a major thorn in their side for a while, but to be fair, they never would have had, they were already like floundering by the time the Goths and everything and all the Germanic tribes were like bitching them the fuck out of Europe. Had they, like at their strength, like the Gothic tribes weren't really that big of a threat, but once they started like floundering, like, hey, how do we like make concrete again? I don't know, we forgot. They couldn't really keep it up anymore. They wouldn't have been impotent. I think a lot of it's always hard to talk about the fall of the Roman Empire because it gets brought up in modern day politics a lot because everyone's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna fall like Rome dead, and like, really? Really? You think so? And there's a lot that goes into that. No, it's very simple. Okay. Take your word for it, Mr. Internet Vlogger. Convinced one of my roommates was screaming at his partner on the phone. Turns out he just recording rap verses. Were they any good? Also, who records their rap verses on a phone? That ain't SoundCloud quality. I think I need to go in there, but I kind of want to go check out this way again to make sure I got everything. And I believe I did. 4 people? I mean, that's all you got. That's all you got, I guess. Maybe like the audio quality of people's phones has just gotten that good. I mean, same happened for like cameras. No one actually has a like a DSLR anymore. Alright, you getting a shotgun. Ow. Molotov. Why did you bring the truck up here? Oh, that's out. Alright. How you guys liking this game so far, by the way? It feels like it's a good stream game because I can just play it through muscle memory and like read chat. He's rapping about Elon Musk. How does this one man command so much attention? I mean, I wouldn't eat it, but do you think it smells good? It's very Doom. Well, if Doom was actually 3D. But it's actually meant to be more blood than Doom, I believe. How come there's no power lines on these poles? But there's light coming. Never mind. This ain't Sin Brain. I'm not Neil Sin in this game. Thought burning flesh smell. Well, maybe it wasn't burning, it's roasting. They didn't have it directly in the coals, you know. So, explosive. Maybe I can like take this explosive barrel with me. Is this Scientology? How many axe murder psychos have Scientology given us? Possibly more than 5. If so, then yes. Well, that didn't blow up without me shooting it. What is it? What the? Another hatchet? Or what is that? I guess that's another hatchet, right? Yeah. I've got like 10. I should probably like be throwing them more. And we are fighting. So I mean, I don't think Scientology is rich like, hey, let's wear robes and like gather around the bonfire levels of cult yet, have they? They're like, hey, let's just like sue people kind of cult. It's like, did they like demean us? Let's pretend they like libeled us and like sue them. But no, this is a good old-fashioned Satanist cult. A proper cult, mind you. Something is blocking the door. Oh, shit. Good shot, old chum. Nailing me all the way over there with, like, this fucking pistol? Still nothing, nothing about Scientology beyond the memes. It is really just a way to, like, milk money out of people. It's really all it is. It's like a trendy, well, I don't know if it's still trendy, but it was like, used to be a big deal that a lot of, like, weird Hollywood types got into it for some reason. And that's how I, like, got, a big deal of, like, I guess, cred. Beans. But I feel like with all the recent advocacy against it, it's kind of like falling off a bit. Alright, wait. Got 2 different shotguns in this game. And Scientology used to be cool, then it fell off. This game is interesting. I mean, it's a very, like, cathartic game to play. It's like, you know, it feels good to shoot the gun and see the splort. Good splorts, by the way, in the game. Because they're swimming. Well, you don't swim, you're like a lead weight around you. You just walk on the surface. It's like you literally, like... Actually, no, you can't. Never mind. Dex, what are you doing on the desk? Did you hear a door open outside? Are you afraid of... She's like moving around like she's panicked. Like, yep, someone's coming in. I know it. What's my favorite cult? My favorite cult, huh? Probably the... Like I said, it's gonna be morbid. It's gonna be the Jonestown stuff. You know what? At least they were a cult that committed to their belief. That, you know... That the government was coming to get them, so they had to drink Kool-Aid. Was it Jonestown or Jamestown? It's one of the two. I mean, they are like the be-all, end-all of cult, right? They're like the cult every cult aspires to be like. It's like, man, I really want to be like that. Cult, best cult. Will you be streaming a Plague Tale on the day of release? I hope so, yes. Should be able to. The one that jumped off a building was? Jumped off a building. I'm not aware of that. There's also that, another, like, morbid cult was that Japanese cult that, like, nerve gassed the Japanese subway system in, like, the 90s. Because well, it's a very, you know, complicated story, but it's like, Jesus, fuck. You don't like it when a cult's got technical knowledge. But another one is like the Thuggies from like India. They were like, basically they were like they would literally keep like a silk sash with them because it was inconspicuous. And would strangle people on roadways. That's where the word thug comes from. Also, how do you? I should probably save. Didn't realize I could do that anytime I wanted. Oh, I didn't mean to fall. Let's look. Don't know what you're talking about, but this cult thing is crazy. It generally is. Didn't want to fall down there. Needs a key. Okay, let's not break all those in case I need them. You're excited to be an aunt. What's that like, by the way? Japanese cult you're talking about? Oh yeah. The origin of the cult's leader had for his followers sounded like something out of a shonen anime. Don't remember all the details, only that it sounded batshit insane, but also pretty creative. Yo, Asia has a lot of really amazing cults. There's actually a Japanese cult that produces anime. I'm not even kidding. You know, you'll have like all the weird Christian entertainment sometimes here in the West that's like really sappy movies or like TV shows. Japan has something similar, only they'll actually make like anime. Yeah, is it the Happy Science Cult? Is that their name? I never saw a YouTube video on it. It just, some of it was like actually good, weirdly. Well, not most of it, just like one or two. But it's not even like the last couple weren't even like this. You know, they don't even look like they're like, you know. It's one of those batshit insane cults too, because it's like, you know, here's the anime about time traveling like good boys and girls or something. But yeah, Happy Science Cult. It's I guess they probably don't put the word cult in there though. There's also Abe, the guy that was just assassinated. Wasn't he like connected to like a weird Christian cult over there as well? Pretty sure I remember that hearing about that. The reason he was even assassinated is because they like took all the guy's money from his mom. He's like, well, fuck you again. I'm gonna kill the former prime minister. Show you. Ow, 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 ow. Fuck, 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 fuck. They got me outranged, shot. And I don't know how do I use my heal? I know I've got like a heal. Let me look, check that real quick. Control, key bindings. I can slide? Crouch, quick TNT, run, toggle, quick save, quick load. Hatchet, handgun, stint. Field kit, H. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna like run in and like gun these guys down. Love how you were using the explosive barrel. For the one I was hiding behind wasn't actually explosive. It's not marked in like the famous red coloring. That's subtle off-white. You know what? Explosive barrels are important in video games, you know? You gotta be able to recognize them on sight. You gotta be like the guy in American Psycho when he's like looking at other people's business cards, like, oh, the subtle off-white coloring, the tasteful thickness of it. Let me down. I want that shit. Why can't I go down? Oh, C to dive. Okay, makes sense. Oh, fuck. Swimming in this game is weird. Also, South Korean cult called the Moonies. That's actually the one AV was part of, right? I know South Korea's got a lot of weird cults in it, too. Chat, what? I think a lot of most of them are like weird Christian cults, and they got started after World War II, and like American and influence. Chat, why do we bring all of our weird cult shit to like Asia? They didn't need that. There we go. Good. We're going to be a chat of aunts and uncles, huh? Oh shit! Oh fuck! Don't interrupt me when I'm humming Amazing Grace. We gotta counteract this evil. And the only way to do that is with the Lord. Amazing grace, how sweet me as one, but now I'm found. Fucking kicking the rock music instead. We don't need Jesus, we need rock. Oh, fuck, that's all the dudes. One step from becoming a Far Cry villain is really just the Amazing Grace, the most basic church song you can ever sing. Turns you into that now. You go check it this way before I go down to the obvious correct path. Alright, let's go kill. Engage kill mode. By that, dynamite. You have 5 nibblings and 8 honorary ones. Well, I have 1,000 doodad according to this game. Still have no idea what that did for me when I turned it up, don't I? Present for you! Can actually... I gotta like hold the button and throw it, don't I? There we go. Yeah. Yeah, get it. Get it. Do a slide. Oh yeah, what was the slide button again? Was it Q? No, Q is kick. Oh, that's my... Well, give me that back. Oh, you gotta like be running hit C probably. That's awkward to do. I like how I can like crouch and also kick somehow. This is incredible yoga skills. Whoa! Blow yourself up in game. Let's save the good for last, alright? Oh, shit. Oh, fucking meaty for some reason. Ooh. A lot of death. Oh, fuck. He's got a machine gun. Alright, I need sawed off. Or, no, better, I need dynamite. Yeah, that worked pretty well. I like the tasteful slowdown of the music when you go into like your gameplay menu. Love Dart getting excited at boomer shooter action. Well, anytime you have good FPS, it can make me excited. Not just boomer shooter. When things just click and the the music fits right, you're like, Your roommate is rapping about gamma rays. You know what? He's onto with something. Support him. I see you hiding back there, you little bitch. Oof, right in your head. And now I have your head as a weapon. Wait, I can just like kick the head, right? Yeah. Every shooter should have a crouch. I think every FPS game is made better by having a really good kick. For some reason. Any secrets? What that machine gun this guy had? Does he have? Okay, I guess I can't get it off him. Ooh, yeah. Slide time. Is that a big... No, that's not explosive. Alright, we're going in. Let's save, though. Wonder after God of War Ragnarok, are they going to keep the gameplay style the current one or change it again? What do you mean, like make it a first-person shooter at that point? I mean, maybe they'll bring Kratos to modern times. God of War modern combat, you maybe even... Why not? Ow, 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 ow. I need some of the range. You don't know. I mean, they actually. This is me joking, but they at one point were considering the sequel to God of War 1 was going to be in modern times, and with like modern soldiers. That idea is probably still back in their head somewhere. Meaning it could still one day occur. Fuck. So glad that didn't happen. Why? It might have been good. You never know what you missed out on that some other, like, alternate reality got to enjoy, chat. Didn't post link? Well, no one except mods can post links anyway, so I'm not sure what you guys are arguing over. Could a lever action sawed-off shotgun actually hold 7 rounds like that? That feels a bit much. I'm noticing like a lot more VTuber avatar, VTuber emotes showing up in chats these days. I just looked over and saw one. Ooh. Do I need to actually become a VTuber at some point to survive? Didn't God of War like tease like World War, etc.? Well, at the end of God of War 1, you actually get like a bit of like future narrative, like, and then for all of time, humans would like give honor to the God of War. And they showed like footage of like like modern World War II soldiers and stuff. But they also had like a bunch of potential trailers that you could unlock in the game for like a sequel, and one of them was like a bunch of modern day special forces going to that dungeon on the back of Cronus's back. For some reason. It didn't happen, but that was like one of the ideas they considered. Thank you for the 250 bits, by the way. Did you ever stream the Infamous games? No, actually, the only Infamous game I've ever played was The Second Son, and that was before I started streaming. So if I ever stream Infamous games, it will be on a live stream. Gotta buy a PS3 for that one though, because for some reason I left that locked on that bitch. You know what, the PS3 at this point is almost like a prison for some older games that people want to play, but they can't because they didn't bother porting it to anything else. They had like exclusivity contracts or were owned by Sony. They just like sit there to rot. Metal Gear Solid 4 is one. There is no excuse why Metal Gear Solid 4 isn't available on like PS4 and on PC at this point. It's just like, whatever. It's like, I feel like the PS3 is the worst for this. Like, there's like so many like good games that are like stuck on it that you can't get anywhere else without buying like tracking an old PS3 to use. Pakistani GameCube, well, that's the thing. Pakistani GameCube is really only good up to like the PS2, Xbox, GameCube generation. It's getting better when it comes to PS3, Pakistani GameCube, playtime, but it's still not quite there. It's not really good enough. Well, it's not. I will say this: you can also pretty reliably use your Pakistani GameCube to play Switch games, and so Nintendo stuff remains easy to play on it. But a lot of the people's has gotten a bit more challenging. God of War went modern. It would have had to use the most prevalent modern religion with gods and arguably Christianity, and well, that's probably the reason they didn't go with it, though. But who's to say? He would have to kill actual gods. Maybe he could go after, like, the new gods of war, such as Lockheed Martin and manufacturers and Metal Gear. Oh, shit. Whoever's back there is having a bad day. How much does Pack Cube cost? That's the good thing. It's free. If you can find them. And it shouldn't be that difficult. Kratos versus Jesus? I would be down with that. I mean, Jesus would be a healer, right? But also a little bit of a reality warper. Didn't you have to use your gameplay stream back to you? Yeah, I had to, like, the PlayStation Plus stuff, I had to play it through that. So I basically was playing a live stream version of the game. That was just a video displaying for me as I played it on the server somewhere. It probably made my experience with it less than favorable, because I feel like there's an input lag that really you just cannot overcome when it comes to streaming a game like that. I remember like really struggling with near the end of the game with Crying Mantis's boss fight. This is not a natural formation. Oh, the music stopped. Jesus has his apocalyptic form with red hair and eye. Are you just describing anime Jesus? Wait, or is there actually like that? I've never heard this version of Jesus with a sword and eye. Or is that like the one where he comes back to like the end of days? I'm not too familiar with like end of days shit. Jesus, there's no version of Jesus like it. I'd never heard of it before. And this is like a weird, like, smaller, I don't know. I know there's a lot of, like, brimstone and hellfire and a lot of, like, Pentecostal, or, like, what is it? Maybe even, like, evangelical, really, like, play up that angle of it. So maybe they, like, let's just, like, color in the lines a little bit and give, like, Jesus a sword. Why not? He might have that. No, that other stuff is accurate. He just has white hair, not red hair. Okay, I was wondering why his hair would change color. Interesting. That's a big old boss fight hole in it. Let's save before we jump down into there. Find yourself in the dark, you can equip your lighter with up. However, I don't know what that is on a keyboard. Stop. Oh, you make this game for console or PC? What? You're upsetting me. Luckily, I brought a lamp with me. Hey, cute. Did it not play the sound of? There it goes. It's just delayed. I'll thank you the 100 bits. I mean, they do that in kills. You just fucking move. You're a 2D sprite. You're not supposed to do that. His white hair. Yeah, you can't have Jesus going Super Saiyan. It's not canon. Let me go back in a key binding, see what my lighter is again. Tertiary, fire, jump, interact, kick, dodge, left alt, run, slide, crunch, quick TNT, run toggle, quick save, quick load, quick HUD, hatchet, handgun, lever, shotgun, stun grenade, T, center weapon wheel, lighter is T. He's been barricaded shut. Is this the build engine? No, I don't believe it is. I'm pretty sure this is probably a Unity engine. Oh, oh shit. Come out to the coast, let's get together, have a few laughs. For some reason, as soon as I saw the first part, I knew what you were quoting. Where's my voice going? Is this Doom demastered? No, this is a brand new game, actually. It just came out today. It is trying to be more like Hex than Doom, though I understand your confusion. Key. 40 barrels today, 50 tomorrow. Do good job, more friends. I like it when monkeys learn to write. Definitely a friendly monkey. I was like smacking you guys with an axe a second ago. Oh fuck. I hear a chainsaw. There's just something about that, like, uh-oh. Oh shit, oh shit. Saw it off, please. Oh fuck, ow, 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 ow. Oh, this is instant death, isn't it? Shit. Alright, next time I'm gonna, like, flood that area with, like, fucking TNT. Texas Chainsaw. Speaking of Texas Chainsaw, did anyone who watched the Chainsaw anime notice all the movie references in the opening, including Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Like the entire intro is just like, here's all the movie scenes we've like added to our anime. Yeah, like Reservoir Dogs was in there. Weirdly, like some of them were like more obscure movies, like there was like one scene where it's like that was basically from that kind of goofy horror movie like Ju-On versus The Grudge. You can see the two characters jumping over like the well. Author of Chainsaw Man. I'm aware of that. I'm aware. It was just fun to see that in the actually, in the anime as well. Question, is Makima whole stick? She is a dominant. Well, I can't really talk about Makima since there's people that only be watching the anime and that would be spoilers. Alright, let us prepare the dynamite. No saves, huh? Oh, the fuck? What? Oh, I held it too long up. Die! Uh-oh, I think I'm dead again. Oh, fuck, no, oh, fuck, 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 fuck. Ah. He don't die, chat. I think you just gotta run from him. He seems like he's a tad unkillable. Now that I think about it, the author of Chainsaw Man is kind of similar to Kojima. They're both inspired by Western movies. Well, a lot of people are inspired by Western movies, not just like a few Japanese, auteurs. Like, American movies are pretty dominant in terms of like, culture. But it's understandable. Did you kill Did he kill you? Or I think I mainly killed myself, but he ended up chainsawing me to death for the final hit. So I'm guessing he comes out of here. So, but he seems like he's a one hit. If he kills you, if he gets up to you, you're just dead. I wonder if he gets caught in his own traps. Let me read the save this time. Oh shit. You need to like open the door up for me. Whee. Fucking run. You have any idea what's behind me? Fucking move. Wait, is he not behind? Oh shit. Oh fuck, I'm like stuck. That's what I think of that, sir. Took some damage there. Took some damage. Slide to passive? Well, running past him like a coward seemed to work pretty well too. I'm guessing you could probably kill him as well, but you know what? We don't need to. What is the point of this door? No. I'm like a beautiful dolphin. Okay, wasn't I just here? I'm not sure where I am. I feel like no, okay, that was like no, oh, okay. So, I guess I got the key, lets me go back to that factory I was in and go open a few doors there, because it's the only other locked doors I can think of. I guess that's open now, and it wasn't before. Most beautiful gun-toting doll. Yeah, well, they're majestic creatures. Guess we're heading back to the factory, sir. I do think we should train animals to use guns more, though. Just waiting for someone to respond to that crazy just shit I just belted out. It's like, excuse me, sir? What's your thoughts on black clover? I know nothing about it. Last thing said before disaster. Well, hey, look how it worked out. Well, it worked out in Planet of the Apes. I'm assuming I go back to that factory since there were locked doors in there. Alright, a minute. Field ballistic armor. So what was back here? Da-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Last thing said, oh, not bet. Oh well, you know what? Let's admire this skybox. It's nice, ain't it? You know what? For some reason, it just looks good. Mainly because I use different layers. You gotta stop and admire the true beauty in life, chat. And by beauty, I mean pixels, and by life, I mean video games. Alright, I believe there's some doors here I couldn't get into, so I'm guessing that key I got will fix that issue. Let's upgrade my weapon first. Let's see, we can upgrade the pistol more. Actually, we only got one part. Two. Successful wildfire headshot kills grant you a small amount of slow motion. Bootleg shotgun shells with excessive amount. Okay, I don't have enough weapon horse for any of that. Nice guy. See, I'm glad someone else appreciates it. I'm beginning to think coming back here isn't going to work. I feel like I'm missing something. What a very iconic show opening for a thing to come to mind. You mean for what? Chainsaw Man? I mean, I agree if so. Currently, the second season is off to a pretty good start too. Of the manga, that is. Something is okay. Those keys did not do what I thought they would do. Parts of the environment can be destroyed. Yeah, I guess there was no reason to come back here. There has to be something I've missed somewhere, though. Oh, Dartigan. Well, I'm sorry. I'm trying to play a game and also, you know, figure out what you're trying to talk about, alright? I'll miss the context every once in a while. Look what you made me... the sink's broken. The sink is your fault now. Yes, I am that petty. Yeah, coming back here didn't help me any. Wait a minute. Oh. Can I get up there? I think I'm going to need a bit more than that. We got another barrel anywhere. Or did I break all of them? I think I did. No, I left one outside. Break every... No, here we go. Of course, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like jump up and like crouch. This is some weird gymnastics. I think the idea is you fall down that, not jump up into it. No, I need that. Oh, no, it's impossible. I lost height. Alright, whatever. Probably wasn't worth it anyways. Night. Hey, Garrus, have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, yeah, we're leaving shit behind, but whatever, moving on. This wasn't where I needed to go, so after I came out of the water, or what? I couldn't find anything else. Unless I just didn't look around enough. Back we go. Anyways, Chad, what do you want to talk to me about? I've given you plenty of conversation. Hit me up with something. I'm in a proper mood anyways. Well, you think I had to be the conversation starter every single time? Nope. Okay, that's gotta be the next level down there, right? There's like something in the background. Where's my objective right now? Alright, so we popped out of the water here, so we might want to go back and check. Which would you think is best? Chainsaw Man, Berserk, or Claymore? Berserk. Yeah, that's an easy one. There's actually a chapter of it today. Hey, Chainsaw Man, very good indeed for what it does. I like that I can't usually predict what it's gonna do. Claymore is alright, but I would not consider Claymore like the one of the greats. It's just pretty good. You reminded me of how much I liked fresh fried mushrooms. How did I do that? I mean, I talked about eating mushrooms for like the first time a few days ago. And then I haven't eaten them since, and I think they got moldy. So, yeah. Maybe we just have to go back and kill that guy. Hey there, little buddy. Oh, you went off like a water balloon. Maybe there's like a underwater passageway down here. Oh shit. Come on, get up. There we go. Okay, let me save, because this guy might kill me. Oh, he's a bit stuck. Look, I know this feels cheap to you. Oh shit, he's starting to come unstuck. No, he's an enemy that can die. He was nothing special after all. So, I'm still not sure where to go. Let me go read that note again. $40 barrels today, 50 tomorrow. Do good job. More friends. Latina Dustiness for what? That is one hell of a name. What is she from, dare I ask? So that's like the murder hole back there. Yeah, I'm guessing I'm missing something. I got that key, but or at least I thought the key just opened that door though. Konosuba. I've heard of that one. Well, we're now in that part of older shooters where you just get lost and you have no idea where to go. Over here is just back to the cave. It circles back around. Don't need to go there. Is there anything in here that I'm missing? No. We've been through here. Oh no, here we go. That's what I needed. Oh shit, I was literally the end of the level. Oh. No one survived. Not a soul. Sorry, I was having a word of myself with a stretch. Chat, can I talk about Overwatch 2 for a minute? Is that alright? That's not going to upset anyone? I've actually been playing it. And gotta say, it's not bad. Yeah, I should have said, can I talk about Overwatch 2 at the actual game, not the Rule 34 first? That would have got your interest more, wouldn't it? But, yeah, I used to play Overwatch back when it was first came out. A little too much, in fact. And I stopped. But I've, you know, been checking out the Overwatch, yeah, 1.5, I guess you could call it. It's actually pretty good. They definitely fixed the main issue I had with it, was like everyone playing 3 tanks and then like 2 healers, and because they got rid of one, yeah, they got rid of one of the characters. You could have 6 before, right? Now it's 5. Which definitely, I think, tightened up the pacing a bit. I used to be like negative on that idea. So the stream buffering, anyone else or just me? Yeah, my kilobits per second are crazy right now. What the fuck? They're not crazy low either. What's going on? Yeah, I'm curious. Can you guys hear me? Well, okay, looks like we're back to normal. Yeah, kilobits per second for like, we're like 15,000 kilobits per second for a few seconds there. I'm not sure what the hell that was happening for. Stutter, yeah, just give it a second. Maybe you guys will catch up with me. We back to normal? Nope, we're not. How? Let me type that in, this into chat. Alright, are we good? It's back. Yeah, it feels like my kilobits per second didn't go down, they went up for some reason. So I guess it was like clogging up Twitch's ingest server. Like my kilobits are usually from my stream are like 5,000 per second. And then went up to like 15,000, which is way over the limit. You can't hear me? You say that, but then you use a, you know, a winky anime girl emote, which means you're lying. Technically, no, I don't have... Okay, it's talking out to me. Did you just type? I was about to see if chat, because I wasn't sure if chat could hear me since you guys were so far behind. You know, I just realized I never sent my Discord message about the stream. So I did remind myself to do that just now. So back, how far behind me are you guys, by the way? Let me do a little mouse movement on the screen so I can see when it shows up on the stream. You guys might be a decent bit behind me. Okay, that's bizarre. Your Discord notification. Yeah, it's almost like I forgot to send it out earlier. I had it typed up and everything, but I didn't send it. Alright, apparently you guys don't see my mouse, do you? Oh no, there it is. Just use a bot? No, I like personalizing my message. You guys are actually very far behind me in terms of the stream. So I think I'm going to stop the stream and then restart it, because it's like you guys are like a full 30 or 40 seconds behind me. So yeah, I'm going to type this into chat real quick. So, yeah, going to restart. So you guys will get that message and know that the stream is going to restart. And hopefully that'll fix the lag you're getting. Because it is pretty intense. Play Overwatch with me. I'm close to competing the battle pass. Well, that's the thing. I don't really play ranked. I just play quick games. I mainly play tank too. So maybe stop the stream before I talk anymore so we can reset this.